Good evening. Here I am going to present about the British Empire and the spread of the English language. But before I explain more about it, let me introduce myself first. My name is Hebu. So let's get started. Here I am going to explain about how colonialism made English the world's language. As we know together that today, English is the most widely spoken second language in the world, right? So it is used in education, in business, science, and on the internet. So however, the spread of English did not happen naturally. It spread because of the expansion and the colonization of the British Empire in the past. So the key point here is that English became a global language because Britain colonized many regions and introduced its systems of education and government. Even after independence, the influence of English remained strong. And next one is how English spread through the British Empire. The spread happened gradually. So, from 16th to 18th centuries, English traders, sailors, and missionaries brought the language to North America, the Caribbean, and Asia. So, in 19th century, British colonial administrators made English the official language of government and education. In many colonies such as India, Nigeria, and Singapore. So in real examples is in India since 1835, English became the language of schools and universities. In Africa, English became the language of trade and administrations, while in Australia and Canada, English became the main language in population. So, in short, the wider the British Empire expanded, the further English spread. Next is English as a tool of power. So English was used as a tool to control and unify colonies that had many different local languages. Those who could not speak English often gained higher social status, better jobs, and access to education, which is created social inequality. So there's a famous quote by Thomas Babington Macaulay in 1835. We must form a class of persons, Indian in blood and color, but English in taste, in opinions, in morals, and in intellect. So the meaning of this quote is Britain wanted to create a generations that thought and behaved like Europeans, making them easier to control. The next is after the empire fell, the English still remained. After the colonies gained independence, many of them continued using English as an official language because it was practical and neutral for communication between different ethnic groups. Today, English is the global lingua franca used in diplomacy, technology, science, media, and international. So organizations such as the Commonwealth of Nations still use English as a shared language among former British colonies. positive and negative legacy of English expansions. So here's the positive effect. Easier global communication, many local languages disappear or became enhanced, greater access to education and business. And the negative is led to Western cultural dominance, a connected global culture, creating class division between English speakers and non-speakers. So, even though English unites the world, it also reminds us of the history of power and inequality rooted in colonialism. And next is modern examples. In India, English is essential in technology and international business. In Nigeria, Singapore, and Jamaica, English developed into local varieties. For example, Nigerian English, Singlish, Jamaican Patois, showing that former colonies have adapted English into their own styles. Institutions such as the British Council continue to promote English worldwide through education and culture. So the last is the conclusion. The British Empire didn't just conquer lands, it also shaped the way the world communicates. The spread of English is both a legacy of colonialism and a tool of modern globalization. So understanding this helps us realize that language is not neutral. Language carries history, power, and identity. So, there's also a quote that said, "The sun may have set on the British Empire, but its language still rises every day." So, what does that mean? Is that the political power of Britain may have ended, but the influence of its language continues to dominate the world today. I think that's all that I can explain. Thank you.